will never redeem myself as a man. This weekend was the 10th annual National Buffalo Wings Festival in Coney Island, New York. And the winner was a woman named the Black Widow, who said who broke the world record for most chicken wings eaten in 12 minutes. 183.
How hot is she?
That's 15 wings?
That is the question, I guess.
How do you define? I mean, because I know, for example, Asian people, if my wife is any example, eat a lot more chicken off of a chicken wing than the average Caucasian like myself does.
She's not fat.
I don't like her mouth. Looks like she used it too much.
She does.
She still doesn't look like somebody who could eat 183 chicken wings.
That just goes to show the technique.
And you raise a good point that eating a chicken wing is tricky because how much meat do you leave on the bone?
I'm telling you, my chick fucking clean. And apparently that's like an Asian thing. Like, like the Asian people will make fun of, like at Chinese restaurants, like they only serve like white meat chicken. They're like, pussies. Eat off the bone, bitch.
I mean, you gotta pay respects to the chicken, because when you think about it, a chicken is very tasty and it does look like it's going to be tasty, and it cannot escape. It's very slow and it cannot fly away, and it's almost like it was made by God. As if to say, look, barbecue me.
And also, centuries of breeding them to basically be like meat on legs.
No.
For us.
I'm saying normal prehistoric chickens. Still very useless.
Probably true.
If you see wild chickens and you live in the outback, it's no big deal, mate. You just kill
it. You're not terrorized by the wild chickens that roam the outback?
No, I'm just, look, it's the way they're traveling strawberries.
Yes.
God's gift.
I agree.
I mean, that's what you're made for. Look at you. What the fuck else are you supposed to do? And ducks. I don't know how you fucking pulled that off. Just because every now and then people like to throw stones in your fucking park, all of a sudden, you're like some sort of calming, you're like a fucking muscle relaxer. So now if we feel weird, you are fucking tasty and stupid and easy to catch also. And you were made by Jesus for me to eat.
Pretty much, Jesus did that personally.
He did, as a little hors d'oeuvre. Welcome to the party.
One of his first miracles. He turned water to wine, and he created ducks and said, hey,
wine and ducks, awesome. Do it together. It's a lovely collaboration.
They actually taste great together.
They do.
Did you ever cook a duck in red wine?
It's like the keys to the fucking piano, Michael.
It's amazing.
Ellis Mania 7 could feature celebrity special guest Andy Belvis.
Andy Belvis. How does Andy Belvis look? Good name, doesn't work though.
It's a good name, but I'm not sure exactly how it would look. We also got Elvis.
Who will win this contest, Michael? Yeah, I'm feeling ready to give some tickets away any minute now.
Not just tickets, hotel, airfare, you and
the Hard Rock.
As long as you're 18 or older and you're not
from
Canadian.
Canada. Fucking Canadians.
Thank you, no Canadians, please.
You say, fuck off.
So, right now, Americans only. Call. Try to win some tickets.
Yeah, give us a call. If you're an ass kicker. If you're some sort of fucking fruit.
We just
hanging out of boot.
Salute the flag and give us a call at 866-YO-FACTION.
Yeah.
We'll take a random call from American.
Only Americans will call right now. And if you are not an American, you can go to hell, kind sir.
Also,
I'm going to accommodate you to a world of pain.
Sorry, the only gift we can give you today is your enduring freedom.
2 things you're going to get from me today. One's fuck, the other one's off. I'm almost out of off.
Hammer time, Elvis. MC Hammer Elvis.
Are you American, sir?
Yes.
Fucking hell yeah. Is your wife hot?
Elvis.
Is your wife hot?
Yes.
Good for you.
Yeah, stop showing off about your hot wife.
Really, you don't have to make a big deal out of it.
Yeah. Beep, beep. Hey, everybody, look at me. What do you want? What's your idea?
Ronald McElvis.
No, we'll go to jail.
Jesus Christ, no.
I might do that for the last Ellis Mania ever and be like, look, I don't even want the money anyway. I'm giving it to...
It's Mickey Mouse Elvis and Bam Bam Elvis.
I'm giving it to Calvary.
They're fighting offshore.
Mickey and Minnie Mouse fight each other.
Yeah, just like he's like
Donald Duck and Pluto in the next one.
Mickey is just brutalizing Minnie right now.
winner rapes the loser. Mickey versus
Oh
Minnie.
my God!
Go.
Bugs Bunny is fucking Donald Duck in the mouth. This is disgusting.
Pluto is watching on horrified.
Ninja Turtles, Shaquille O'Neal raping each other in the dressing room. It's fucking pandemonium. Jason Ellis Show.
Hey, how's it going?
You American?
Hey, man, I want to know, I want to talk to Rondo.
What country
This
are
is
you
harder
from,
than I
sir?
thought it was going to be.
You might want to clear the fucking foreigner out of your ear, asshole. Are you American?
No.
Dude, they don't get it.
Hello! Listen to me, beady-eyed people of the world. Get away from the American phone line.
Yeah, please step away from the telephone, which we invented. Thank you.
No beady-eye calls today, okay, Beady? Beady Gonzalez? Hello,
Hello.
American.
Yes.
What do you want?
Are you 18 or over?
Yes.
You know, I don't believe you.
I swear to God.
Date of birth.
24, 7/22/87.
Okay, what do you want?
I would love to come to Las Vegas, but if you can, I was just going to suggest Ryan Phillip Elvis.
Ryan Phillip Elvis.
The problem is, I don't think we're allowed to deny him a trip.
What?
Based on that?
What do you mean?
Nothing at all.
Oh, I was supposed to give him that?
Moving right along. 866 Yo Faction.
What, did I just do something really cool?
No.
Oh, okay.
Tough acting, thin acting.
Let's just take a random call and give it away to that random call, no matter what their suggestion is.
Oh, okay, good. Hey, hello!
Yes,
Where are you?
in Texas.
That is also...
Have you guys seceded yet?
Not yet.
All right, so you're still technically American.
How are you surviving? Are there any beady-eyed people around you right now? Do you need any
Negative.
assistance?
Negative.
Negatoro.
Let us
Okay.
know if you need any help with the border down there.
Yeah, if there's anybody that's looking a little suspicious in the eye area, you just give us a fucking call, and we'll be over there to notify them that they'll be not receiving any tickets to Alice Mania 7, September 17th, in America, where we built Vegas. No beady eyes allowed in Vegas. That's why there's so many lights in Vegas.
It's a Canadian free
so
zone.
we can see your eyes.
We figure we'll just blind them, because they're just all pupils. So.
Go out. Sooner or later, those shades are coming off. And when they do, beady-eyed motherfuckers are going down.
There's not enough room for all you underground.
Bunch of fucking moles. You're like a bunch of talking bald moles. Underground burrowing everywhere.
Exactly.
How do you, hey, Michael, how do you know when someone's a Canadian?
How?
The dirt on their nose from burrowing through holes all day.
We have a no mole people policy.
No moles. No beady-eyed moles around here.
You just get back to building your dams or whatever it is you do.
Start chopping some wood with your buck teeth.
Live in your underground cities and never see the sun.
You can float the hell out of here back to your little shitty shit shack that you created up against an embankment. You fucking beaver.
So, second question for you, dude. Are you 18 or over?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a friend?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Is he American?
Yes, he is. Red-blooded.
Red-blooded. Because that's the other thing. Canadian blood, not red.
It's like green. It's like
It's all green and
dark
shit
green.
like a fucking alien. And I don't understand it.
85% maple syrup.
By volume.
Sometimes I kill Canadians just to put on my fucking pancakes. Hell yeah. Squeeze it right out of their beady little eye holes. Tip them upside down. Squeeze the old
Drizzle it on my Belgian waffle.
drizzle on my Belgian foreign waffle.
Just syrup and Molson Golden.
Yeah. I'll drink the Molson out of a Canadian's ass. Fucking extra strength beer. I've got an extra strength beer too. It's called Jack fucking Daniels. Drink that shit, fucking. Congratulations, dude. You've just won 2 tickets to Alice Mania 7, compliments of Sirius XM. And boom! Tough acting's an acting. I'm going to put you on hold, all right?
All right, thank you, sir.
See you in hell. He's going to go to Ellis Mania.
It's truer than you may realize. If you see that guy at like 1:30 a.m. on Saturday night, one or both of you may well be in hell.
Oh, no, I am. No, 1 o'clock. Oh. Don't get too chitty with me. Just, hey, man, cool. There you go.
Don't
Congratulations, though.
Don't say you're getting chitty with Jason.
Air ticket, flying with your buddy, then you get a hotel room at the Hard Rock, then you get to go see the show.
You get
Friday show at the pool where we're doing radio and weigh-ins, and Deegan's gonna vibe Dave, and Dave's gonna vibe Deegan. It's gonna be cool. And then
where, if I'm not mistaken, you will be presenting this guy your own personal Hard Luck Kings guitar.
I will.
I believe so.
I will. The Carpenter.
Prepare yourself to part with that. The Matt Green
I
A6K.
love that guitar.
The one that I played my guitar solo on in the forthcoming A is for Anal music video.
Right, and I rocked out on that in Ellis Mania 5 on stage.
That's an
dressed
iconic-
as Cher.
They will eventually put it up in the Hard Rock and say, once played in Death Row.
Oh,
Sooner
they
or later,
definitely-
you'll be selling this off for big bucks. This is on par with Jimi Hendrix's burnt Woodstock guitar.
I'm very similar to Jimi Hendrix.
So, should we assign these possible Elvises?
Trying to think of something that I have in common with Jimi Hendrix.
You like much of the same music.
I do.
Yeah.
Huge fan of Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Well, he probably liked himself as well.
That's what I was just saying.
Got to-
You can play guitar, he can play guitar.
I think he's a fan of himself. If I had hair, I would love to have his hairstyle.
I could see you with Jimi Hendrix.
Fuck yeah, you could.
And the bandana and everything.
I love bandanas.
More people
You
need
definitely
to do the...
Afro?
It's always a cooler era when black people are growing out their hair.
That's where black people don't know what it's like when you see kids shave their heads. Like, let the locks go.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I say the same thing about white people. It's always a cooler era. I'd say it's even cooler when black people grow their hair out, but anybody. It's just, it's always a cooler time in the world when people aren't keeping their hair short.
Yeah, long hair is for cool people.
That's right. Short hair's for
It is.
squares.
That's what it
It's
is.
fucking time-honored tradition.
Flair.
Right.
Unless you're going to be going into some sort of like primordial hand-to-hand battle where people will
But
be
that's
able
when
to
you cut
tear-
the front off.
Exactly.
Short hair basically says to people, I don't
The
have enough
back
time
keeps your
to...
neck warm.
I don't have enough time to keep up a hairstyle, so I'm just gonna have long hair. Or so I'm gonna have short hair.
I would just pull off the bits that are in front of my eyes.
Right.
Man shit.
Right.
Use a knife.
Oh, just pull it out of your head?
No, just a knife. Just grab a
Okay.
grab a scrunch and knife it off. With one of my blades I used to stab people with. So
Oh, so
don't
you're,
worry.
you're just gonna cut your hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stabbing people.
Yeah. While stabbing people.
Constantly.
Before you clean the blood off, you just
I'll
slice off
stab anybody.
You slice off your bangs.
I use this gel. I use the blood of other people. This gel.
Canadians.
Have what?
The blood of dead Canadians.
I use the blood of beady-eyed beaver people, mole people. Just gel. I use the maple syrup. It'll last for hours. Squeeze a little bit out of their little beady eye sockets.
Yep. People by the border of the northern border of America are probably feeling the tremors of all the Canadians who now, since they haven't won a free flight to Ellis Mania, will be burrowing underground, starting now to get there for next
no.
weekend.
It's not an earthquake, America.
We will-
Stand by for the mole trim, the mole hunt, the mole dive. They called it the big mole dive. Is when
It's the Molstrom.
There will be underground security at the Hard Rock to make sure that people cannot burrow in from
they
underneath.
can't come flying underneath the circle barrels. And oh, here we go! Let's go! There's some pancakes. There's a bacon there. Squeeze me, Johnny. Squeeze me.
Bursting up through the ground.
Bullshit, Alice. I'll get your fucking ticket right here. I do. Let's take it, everybody. Let's go, boys. Red Dragon tattoos on the house. I like those guys,
Yeah.
but Sirius hates them.
At least their version to Sirius.
And that's why you get
Yeah.
no ticket.
Nonetheless, I'm sure we'll see no shortage of even land Canadians at Ellis Mania 7.
That rare species.
The Tasmanian devil. The land Canadian.
The rarely sighted land Canadian making an appearance on our shores.
I've heard about him.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard they were just bears standing up.
Yeah, my grandfather said he saw some.
Once I was approached by one.
Yeah.
It was dark though.
Hey, my granddad told all kinds of stories. He was a drunk.
Could have been a moose.
I I think we actually have some like animal rights people here because they're endangered and they don't really breed with them. So we're gonna try to breed them in captivity at the Hard Rock.
Canadians?
Yes.
You're gonna
The
double
land- the
dip
land-
Rob
Canadians.
Dog will be double fucking
He'll be pumping Canadians.
Canadian.
What's going on?
Stained is here.
Oh,
Stain
great.
is here.
How's it going?
Mike.
What up, mate? How you doing?
All right.
Welcome.
Check
That's
it out.
good, dude.
Whoa, it's like the whole fucking band is here.
Wow.
Just two of us.
Just two of you? How you doing, mate?
Here we go.
We've got a lot of free stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry, we get free stuff a lot. I get a lot of free stuff because I do a lot of stuff. I don't want you guys to take it the wrong way. It's just we just received a sunglass package from Electric, and we've decided that we're all going to wear sunglasses.
Looks like we walked in at the right time. We're fine.
We're just. Do you guys want sunglasses?
Fuck yeah, we
Fucking
do.
Electric sunglasses. Do you ride moto or anything? I got moto goggles as well.
Let's kill it.
Fucking go for it. That whole box right there. Just take sunglasses and do whatever you want.
Taking the whole box.
And I didn't want you to see inside my mind yet, you know?
You guys are skilled at being interviewed. You could break us down.
Well,
like
those
that.
are, you know, I mean, this is Stain. These are famous people. These are guys that have been on the real radio
I
show.
see they give you guys the good chairs.
Oh yeah.
You've got a good chair.
Good chairs,
Yeah.
good
You have a
studio.
good chair.
Who's
What are you doing? This spacious.
Who's the one that compulsively
spacious setup you
picks
got
at
here,
the-
man?
We've been trying to figure out who the guy is because it's all of them that are compulsively picked apart. The chairs here in the studio. We
Is
haven't.
anybody gonna
Somebody
finish
has
this?
a major problem.
What's that?
Anybody gonna finish this, or can I get up on that?
You're out of your mind.
Last
Oh
bite of
no,
fucking
that piece of
turkey.
chicken fell on the floor. I wouldn't eat that.
Oh, that's all right.
That's what makes it uneatable is that it fell on the floor.
That's craft services right there.
Do we have any pizza for the boys?
No, we're good. I was just
You don't want any pizza?
Do you want to pass down some headphones?
Just sunglasses. The only reason I came.
Well, we've got a shitload of sunglasses.
Perfect.
I feel safer because I'm intimidated by famous people. So I don't like you to try to analyze me. You know what I mean? I mean, like, don't try to get in my mind. Because at the same time, I don't really want to talk to you about your.
I see how it is. You see, the truth comes out. He didn't really want to talk to us.
You didn't see. You're very insecure, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah. I didn't get to
trick
finish.
question.
I didn't get to finish to say. I said I would like to talk to you guys, but I'm scared to talk to you guys because I don't want to talk to you about just your album coming out because I don't care about that. I want to know what goes on in the mind of somebody who everybody fucking likes and you're super cool and flashy and shit, but you don't really care about.
Who you talking about then, dude? Who's coming in to you're gonna interview? Not us.
You fucking are singing people. All whores want to do you. You've got kids. You both got kids, but all whores want to do you. How come you don't do whores? How come you're not on TMZ? Do you hate the world?
You know what? TMZ actually hit me up as I was coming out of the airport for the first time ever yesterday.
Ever?
You know, they got me once as I was going through to go inside from the outside stage at Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah.
But when they called me over, they really didn't get any of the answers that they wanted. And it was pretty short and quick. And then yesterday.
Do you guys do anything wrong?
No.
No.
You don't now because you're
Nothing.
dads.
Not even before I was a dad. I was
You never did anything
I'm
wrong?
the most boring fuck you'll ever meet.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you like Fred Durst?
He is. He just lays
He
there.
actually got us our record deal. Yeah.
But not anymore though, right?
I haven't seen Fred in years. We're playing a show with them. You coming?
No.
Here in Los Angeles.
When's that?
September 20
Yeah,
something.
end of the month.
Some festival thing.
What's it
What's it called?
Are you guys playing the Sunset Strip Music Festival thing? Or did that already happen?
No, we're not that cool. It's
No, yeah, we
You're not that cool?
That's reserved
No.
for the likes of
I hate to
Motley
break it to
Crue
you,
and
dude.
Rat.
Wait a minute.
You guys came here from the Jimmy Kimmel show. Like, you can only play
Epicenter.
the...
Epicenter.
Oh, okay.
Epicenter.
That's pretty mega.
Is it?
Yeah, but Jimmy Kimmel's super mega.
Yeah, I know. It's awesome.
So you're in there.
This is, what, fifth or fourth? Fifth?
Yes, we've done it a few times.
And you've been on the Stern Show. That
Many
fucking Beatles
times.
song. That
Many
Beatles song.
How was
you
that?
know that showed me. Again, I mean, I'm in a band, but I'm not a real musician. I'm just like a fucking tugger or whatever. But I know I had a couple of notes. But when you made that song, I was like, there's certain people, whether you like their kind of music, even though I don't really know what your kind of music is. I feel like you're heavier, but it was way more successful for you to sing the fucking whatever that one song was. That
It's been a while.
yeah. You've got that thing because you made that Beatles song awesome. I loved that Beatles song.
Cool.
And it was
Doesn't make any sense.
Exactly, but you made it cool. I was in the car going, "Cause I'm Beatles, I'm fucking whatever." Because the words are.
I
just
believe it's I'm bad as can.
Yeah,
And I know who I am.
and I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
nothing. It's just farting. And these guys made a song where, I mean, an hour later, I'm like, the beer, and I'm like, fuck.
Do we bring
really?
you to
This
tears?
stupid, huh?
Do we bring you to tears with it?
No.
Oh.
I don't cry about music that much anymore. I'm pretty tough. I've seen
Yeah?
some shit. I've seen dead people and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you see a dead person?
Just, you know, me and my family and stuff.
Your
I'm pretty
family's
hard.
dead?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You saw him dead?
Yep.
Wow.
Not
That's gotta be
everybody.
rough. No.
Wasn't in a helicopter crash or anything, but
Oh, I mean like in a wake or something.
yeah, just dead
we've
people
all
in a
done
box.
that. Yeah, okay. I thought you meant like, walking down the street, there's a dead guy.
I've seen dead guys on the street too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, did you roll him?
Did I steal his money?
Yeah.
Do I seem like that kind of a guy to you?
Just asking, kid. I don't know.
No, I didn't rob it. I was a little bit
yeah,
scared.
you know, but desperate times lead to desperate measures.
Right, well, he died when I was pretty comfortable.
Oh, good.
Right on.
You're all
Right.
set.
Yeah.
So you're able to be
You
respectful.
up to
there's a-
20s can't hurt.
I think I saw.
There's a good story in this.
There is?
There is. When before we had a record deal, when we were, living off
We were
ramen,
actually
ramen noodles and
with Fred Durst. We were in Jacksonville.
yeah, Fred was there.
He was as poor as you.
Fred was there. He was standing right there when it happened, actually.
But we,
He
we
was
had-
already rich by this time, though.
No, they were just starting to kind of make.
Thought he
waves.
was rich.
No, hey, Fred gets a bad rap. But anyways,
I want to. No, we're going to get to the bottom of
this
that
is a
too,
good
because I
story.
believe
Wait,
you're
wait,
right.
This is a good story.
Okay.
So we're at this club. Now this is back before we
98,
even
maybe?
we hadn't even written the rest of Dysfunction yet.
our first record.
So we're out at this club and there's this completely drunken idiot just coming in and out of our lives the whole night.
Yeah.
Well, when we left the club, he was face down on the sidewalk about 2 blocks down from the club.
Yeah.
And we were all hungry. And
Steak and Shake.
so we rolled him.
Right.
And we took the $20 that he had in his wallet, and we tucked his wallet back into his pants
nice of
pocket.
you.
if you don't take the wallet.
No, we didn't want the
Why
wallet.
take his
Cash.
ID?
Yeah.
Cash.
We didn't want the wallet, so we rolled him, and we took his $20, and we all went to Steak and Shake and had a couple burgers.
I feel like that's okay. I feel like that's okay.
you actually did that guy a favor. Drunk people need those things to happen to them to stop
Yeah.
being that guy.
Well, if you're that drunk and you have cash and the cash is gone, you think you just spend it on booze anyways. You probably don't even know you got rolled.
I did heroin with hookers, and they stole $800 out of my wallet and left me in a park by myself.
See, I told my mom not to take your money too, and I don't know what she was fucking thinking.
My mom was young. She was still ugly, though.
I'm just trying to get a
it
smile
was
on
the
you.
drugs.
Crack a smile or something.
Look,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm having a rough time, and that's why I'm wearing the sunglasses. I'm going through a lot of emotions right now. Things are very tough for me.
Well, talk to me.
I can't talk to you about it.
Come on. Open
I can't.
up. Let it out.
I can't.
Come on, let it out.
I can't. I'm sealing them in my RoboCop sunglasses. And I'm going to continue to do my job to the fans. That's the way it's going to do. I'm going to dig deep, and I'm just going to persevere and make this whole... It's all going to work out.
All right.
Everything's going to be fine.
Perfect.
Let's talk about your album.
I thought we were going
I thought
to.
we weren't gonna.
Just for a second we are, because
You're a
it's fucking professional to do that,
lying
and then we're going to
motherfucker.
go into some other bullshit again.
Cool.
Let's dip in and then dip out.
All right.
All right. It's 10 songs, and it's heavy.
I love it so far.
What else are we talking about?
You like Machine Head?
Yeah, I like Machine Head, yeah.
We've played
For sure.
many shows with those guys.
Right. I like those
We've been
guys.
around
Yeah,
for a
those guys
while.
are
We've
good.
played shows.
You have
with
been
just
around a
about
long
everybody.
time. Fred Durst is a nice person.
He definitely has the ability to be extremely cool. Yeah.
Well, then, and you think he helped you out a lot?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Got it signed.
And then from then on, you have done a lot of cool stuff.
There comes a point when that only goes so far, and you have to stand on your own 2 feet at that point. And I think we.
I thought you
think
trashed
we
him
did
on,
okay.
on one of your country songs that you wrote the other day. I played this the other day when it came out. I like it. You can pretty much play anything you want. You have that thing. I'm not trying to disrespect you because I don't see your face as much, but I always see you in videos fucking smoking a cigarette and and I'm like, fucking, you've got the riff, man. You can make any kind of riff you want, and then you got a country song, and we played it. Remember we played it?
We did.
And I'm like,
You
what's
really
going
liked
on? The dude from Stain is a country player? And I'm like, dude, this song, it'll just go all day on that shit. You gotta be happy you know him, right?
Dude, I wake up every morning and go to bed every night just thankful.
He's kind of like a
that I can
coherent
spend a
Aussie. You've
minute-
just got him.
yeah.
You mean like Satan has given you a gift?
I want to address part of the nonsensical ramblings that you just threw out there for
Thank
the
you.
last 2 minutes.
Pick any part you like.
I wasn't tearing Fred up.
Right.
You know,
Just so you know,
One of
your
these-
insults
one
are
of these-
reflecting off my mirrored sunglasses.
one of the amazing.
So you go ahead.
You're
buddy.
rubbing
You know,
it out.
one of the cool things about writing songs is that you can, create. There's creative liberty there. You can make the song and say whatever it is you want, and all those things that I'm talking about in the second verse. I heard them all from a bunch of different people that kind of, when put all together, it created a metaphor of the devil, if you will.
Not Fred
So
Durst.
it's not personally towards anybody. It's an amalgamation of all of those things that I had heard from so many different places. at the
Shouldn't you
beginning
clear
of
it
our
up a little
career.
bit better? Because I know you're explaining it to me, but when we first listened to it, and I believe a lot of people when they first listened, it sounds like
that's
that.
the first time I've heard that, and I've been
Really?
doing. And
We all
I've been
thought it
doing-
instantly, didn't we?
Well,
Everybody here
that's
thought
where
it.
that just shows where your brain is at.
Oh no! You mean insecure and wanting everybody to pay? Yeah, fuck yeah! I'd fucking die in hell unless you're me. I thought maybe you could sing a song about Fred, about how awesome Fred is, like the flying Fred Durst, and talk about how amazing Fred is, and
Cape and tights and the whole deal.
well, I don't know about if you just say the wisdom of the Durst, the respect. Yeah. You could have a respect song. I mean, you could make a song about anything.
But again, you're assuming that I was hating on Fred. Which
I think the
wasn't.
world thinks that.
No, I think that it's just you.
I don't think anyone's got the balls to tell you that you don't like Fred Durst.
No, that's not. It's not
Are you
true at all.
sure?
You just don't know that you don't like
You
it.
don't know
Right,
yourself.
I don't
don't
even know
like
that
it, dude.
myself.
Yeah.
Totally.
This man has the balls to tell you that you
Right.
don't like him.
Even though I
I'm not afraid to tell you hate Fred Durst.
Right, when all the yes men around you are too afraid to say
That's why we came here today.
That's right.
That's it, for that one tidbit of reality.
I mean, everybody call in
I
and
just-
tell me if I'm wrong.
I just didn't even know.
You really?
I didn't even know that I hated Fred in the first place. I had no idea.
Do you
I'm glad you pointed that out for me though, so
You're
that I
welcome.
can now continue moving through life in a proper manner.
You'll probably
think-
get a couple of songs out of it.
In general, the perception of, I think, Fred Durst is that he's got kind of beef with everybody he's ever worked with.
You can say
No,
my
I've
name in the
never-
song about
we've-
how I
we've-
opened your eyes towards the love you have for Fred Durst.
We've always been cool. He's like, our father in this. He brought us to the table just like Korn is their parents, and so Korn is kind of our grandparents in music, and it all happened through bands bringing bands to the table, not record label people getting them and bringing them to the table, but Korn brought Limp Bizkit to the table, and
Right.
Limp Bizkit brought us to the table, and brought Cold to the table.
Who'd you
And
bring?
I brought Low Pro to the table, and
Who?
Low Pro.
No, that's not enough.
Their song was
Stain is massive compared to Low Pro. That's not enough
Their song
payback.
was number 17 in climbing.
17?
Their
You've sold,
first
what are you,
single-
17 million?
Forget it. I don't even know why I'm trying.
You don't even know how many albums you've sold. It's that many. You don't even care.
That's few.
17 million, I believe.
No,
or is it
you-
70 million?
No.
Sure.
70 million, I think.
Sure,
that's
we
right.
can roll with that.
I think it's 100 million albums sold.
I don't think anybody has ever sold more records than we have.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, it's
It was
No, it's
you
like
and Michael
it's,
Jackson, but he
Eagles
died,
with
and now
Michael's-
you've got another
and then
album
Sting.
coming out.
Yeah.
Michael who?
Michael's legacy is now gone.
Never heard of him. Who's he?
He's a dude. He's friends with Fred, but he also said that he hated him too. But I can understand.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think that you have a hatred for Fred.
I do not have a hatred for
You
Fred.
are perpetrating it.
I don't even use the word perpetrating. That's a scary word. I don't understand that.
all
Sounds
good.
like I'm going to jail. But I'll tell you this: I talked to Fred Durst a long time ago for a second, and he said some skateboard stuff that I knew that he was actually had skated enough.
We've got him on film.
To
With
the point where I
with
would respect
pants,
his
With
skateboarding.
his pants down, still busting out moves
There you go.
on the half.
You've
pipe.
hung out with him naked.
Most definitely. Not by choice.
You guys went skateboarding naked? Is this like part of the record deal? The signing
there was a
negotiation?
Probably got signed, dude.
Is this like is this in a big fucking like marble room, or is like, oh yeah, come over here?
He brought us down to his house in the very beginning, and we had just a big.
And he was naked skating in the backyard on his ramp.
Naked
If you want to be on the major label, this is what you have to do.
Korn just sitting there on thrones overseeing the whole thing.
Going all lubed up on the throne. I can see how that works. So, you were. I feel like from this. Okay, I'm completely wrong so far. So let's keep going. I feel like that. I also got that you don't like the music industry that much, and you are sort of. You felt like you might have been sold out a little bit, and you are anti. Yeah, I think you're more of a just for the music kind of guy because of how hot you were, and you've seen the bad side. Am I right there? In any way? Do you hate the world? Is what I'm trying to say.
No.
What about the man? Do you hate the man?
No, you know, I'm a little jaded to the industry in general.
You hate the industry.
It's pretty hard to make it through a 6-record contract and not have
changing your name to a symbol.
Exactly.
Thought about it, didn't you?
Yeah, well, no, but I'm sure
Writing slave on your
that
forehead.
was a way for him to change his situation that we're all contractually locked into.
Have you ever met Prince?
Nope.
Did you know you're not allowed to look at him?
Yes.
So you've been informed.
that word has gotten around.
Just in case,
actually,
then.
Mike's guitar tech was his guitar tech for years. For a
Son
long
of
time.
a bitch!
For
Did
years,
he
yeah.
look at Prince?
No.
He did, and now he looks at you.
He
Are
turned
you
into
allowed to look at your guitar tech?
He turned to stone, actually, when he did.
Like, I'd be wearing sunglasses around my guitar tech if that was that guy. He knows people. He gets some shit to happen. What about Fred? You allowed to have eye contact with him?
Yeah.
Good.
Only when his pants are down, though.
That was the first time you guys ever had eye contact.
That was it, yeah.
Signing the deal on a mini ramp with his dick swinging in the wind. So what's this new? What do you think of this new album? Is it good? Is it great? Is it the best you've ever done? Are you going to get a lot of chicks? Are you going to tell them to fuck off because you're married and you got too many kids? Who's got twins?
I have twins.
And they're a boy and a girl, so he knocked it all out in one shot.
Oh, you're in the clear.
That's it.
How old are they?
They'll be 5 in November.
Oh, you are in the clear. They're like normal people almost now, right?
Yeah, they're
and
the
I'm
best.
fucked.
What do you got?
A 9-year-old, a 6-year-old, and a 3-year-old, all girls.
Well, that's what you get, though. I feel like you're a guy that wants pain, and you're rich, and, I mean, how else can you get pain right now? You can't afford to get on heroin anymore. You're married. Best case scenario is to just have 1 million babies driving you fucking insane so you can get your juices
Angst.
flowing.
I'm going to be in trouble. I'm going to be, when the time comes, I'll be 48 years old with an 18-year-old, a 15-year-old, and a 13-year-old, all trying desperately to ruin my life at the same time.
Right.
And do you find a lot of celebrities that come in? Are your kids impressed at all by what you've accomplished? Because you would like to think that at least having been a global rock star would at least make you semi-credible to your own children.
I think that they see me more in the sense that I keep their elementary school open than they do that I'm a rock star.
Right, exactly. They see the stuff that directly influences them.
Yeah. You know, Zoe was the only one that was really out on tour for any amount of time because she was the first, and it was doable with just one.
So you could be a guy that just owns like 10 Bubba Gumps and brings the money in that way.
But they don't know the difference, really. I mean, they know that I'm gone all the time, and they know that I mean, they hear the music and stuff, and they know that it's not a normal job, but they're not like, we really try to I don't know, not shelter, but make them feel as normal as we possibly can, instead of making them feel like they're privileged in any way because they have a lot more than most. I don't know. It's kind of a hard thing to try to balance, doing what I do and trying to keep everything grounded at home and keep that level of you know, nothing's for free, and that you're not just
Even though you're rich.
I had to work really fucking hard
Yeah, but
to
they
get
didn't.
that way. Right. So
Tough.
they-
No, I'm with you.
So they need to
I know
understand.
you don't know me, but I'm actually about to be massive also.
They
And I've got kids, and I don't want them to suck a dick
How old are
on
your
video.
kids?
6 and 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Boy, girls, what?
Girls 6 and the boys 2.
Oh, well.
You know, I want my kids to value a hard day's work. I want them to know that nothing is free.
You kicked them?
And no.
Push 'em.
And I want them to, you know, I want
Kick
them
my
to
son,
know
right?
that in order for something to be given to them, it has to be taken from somebody else.
Right.
Nothing is free.
I kick my son.
That's
Toughen him up, right?
That's cool.
Oh, yeah. I hit him a lot, too. Not like in the face, but, you know, I mean, I'll kick him, push him over and stuff, knock him over. Trip him over so he falls on the
Well,
ground.
at 2, that's a good age,
I'll
too.
throw
They're a
food
little
at him,
wobbly,
too.
so, yeah.
I used to throw potato wedges at my daughter when she was like 1. She was just sitting there
Builds
trying
up
to
the
watch
dexterity,
TV.
though.
Hit her in the head with a hot wedge.
I'll bet you she's like a ninja now, though.
Just
huh?
try hitting her now.
Exactly.
She's like a ninja now. She can catch flies out of midair.
She's got really good head movement. You're going to need that because she's hot. And I feel like if she's hot, she's not going to like me, so I won't be allowed to go out and stab anybody for her. So
Dude, she's 6.
Well, no, but later on.
Oh, okay.
Not right now.
You just said she's hot.
She is hot.
Okay.
You know when you can tell your kid's gonna be hot.
Yeah.
Come on. Did that? Dude.
That's why I live in denial of that, though.
Right.
I don't want to have any.
She's gonna be
thoughts
a
of
hot
that.
chick.
She's
I
never.
know.
They're not leaving the house. They're permanently grounded all through high school.
I'm getting like extra face tattoos when it gets around that.
My
that
daughter
area.
4 says, "Dad, why can't I have a boyfriend? Why don't you let me have a boyfriend?" I go, "You're 4. Where's this coming from?"
I saw love notes to a boy in school from.
You sent love notes to a boy?
Well, this is a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Recently, my daughter sent some to a classmate. Yeah, it wasn't about fingering.
Did you go
anything.
beat him up? Oh.
No, I didn't want
Gross.
to beat him up. It was just they were just talking about how they loved each other and they wanted to get married.
Oh,
That's mellow.
yeah.
At least they want to do the right thing.
First, right? That's it. Yeah.
It's a very responsible 6-year-old right there.
She's a thinker.
Yeah. As long as they get married, though, it'll be all right.
What's going on? Somebody in Canada with beady eyes agrees with me. I don't even know why. What did I do?
Oh, they're agreeing with you on the whole me hating on.
Oh, yeah,
Fred.
yeah. Do you agree? You're saying you've called in to say that the band Stained personally has a vendetta against Fred Durst.
Well, no, not so much, Jason. First of all, let me just say that, Aaron Lewis, I love your music. I love your band. You guys put out some killer shit. Country Boy is lethal. I listen to it at least once a day. But when I first heard it, I did think you were kind of cracking on Fred Durst a bit.
No, not at all. Actually, it was really,
like
you
I
know.
said, man, the
Well,
band's
now
great.
you know,
I've
right?
Sure enough, I've checked it on YouTube. You do some killer live shit, some stuff that just makes me crack up, and you're definitely one of my favorite artists, man. So please keep it up, and I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
Yes, you do have a gift. Do you believe in God? That's
yeah.
a no.
No, yeah. Yeah,
Do you believe that he was?
I'm not a big fan of the whole organized religion thing, though. I do believe that you know we all got here somehow.
Someone told me that he didn't get stabbed in the wrist and in the ankles. They just made that extra story in the book to make you feel extra sorry for him, because actually they were all just tied there and nobody got those things in. So that means when you have a stigmata, it's bullshit.
Great.
Bet you didn't know that.
No, I didn't.
Did you know that a turtle shits its dick out as well? You didn't know that, did you?
No.
You didn't?
No.
A turtle's tail is where his poopies come out, and his dick comes out of the same hole.
Come on.
Swear to God,
I
man.
had a snapper last week in my yard that was probably about 1.5 feet big.
And now you know what he was dragging behind him.
Totally.
You had a turtle in
His
your
snapper
backyard?
penis.
Snapper turtle, yeah.
You live in the jungle?
Yeah. I just had a fucking gorilla. I said a turtle.
But why is there a turtle in your backyard?
Because we
There's a
don't live
pond
in
next
Los
to the house.
Angeles.
Yeah, I live in
Where do you
Connecticut.
live? Who are you weird people?
I live up in the mountains of western Massachusetts, which is
Oh, that's right. You're a hunter.
Oh yeah.
There are a lot of turtles
as a
there.
matter of fact, right now as we're doing this, I'm just thinking to myself, 10 o'clock you get on a red eye to go hunting. 10 o'clock you get on a red eye to go hunting. That's just what keeps going through the back of my head.
You do the music thing to pay the bills so that you can get out there and shoot deer in the head with bow and arrow. You're a bow and arrow guy? You're a gun
Absolutely.
guy. So you're the fucking real deal.
I'm the real deal.
Yeah. How do you feel about a bear fight if I have a shield and a sword? Does that make it fair or am I still mean?
A bear fight?
Yes. You know, those big furry motherfuckers.
You're
that
not
live-
gonna
sure.
slay a bear.
No, you know, I sure you want to go hand-to-hand combat with a bear?
But
with
I'm
a-
not saying hand to hand because I have a sword and a shield.
Well, that's pretty medieval.
It's right. It's. Do you say
You'd
that's a fair
you'd
fight?
get a lot of pats on the back if you survived it.
You're saying there's a good chance I would lose that fight.
Yeah.
What about if I told you I was currently undefeated in the professional mixed martial arts world?
Has nothing to do with sword
It
fighting.
has nothing to do with sword fighting.
Yeah, but I've got really good foot.
Well, and then wait a minute. What kind of bear? Are we talking?
Grizzly.
Are we talking to black? So a grizzly. All right.
A legitimate bear.
Yeah, you'd lose that fight.
Yeah.
With a shield and a very sharp sword.
You don't think one slash when like the cut that I'm putting in here, incising an arm, you don't think that's going to flinch him?
Oh, it'll flinch him, and it'll fucking piss him off.
Yeah.
They're that gnarly.
Yes.
What about a spear and a shield?
Well, it depends on how good of a shot you are with the spear.
One of the best.
You got one shot, and that's it. It better
You
come.
got one shot, and I would suggest that you have a guide with you who's just over your shoulder.
No guides.
With some sort of high caliber.
Because that's cheating. Because I'm going to kill this bear.
I'm not into bear hunting.
What are you into? Just deer?
Well, no. Hear me out.
Sorry.
If I was to go bear hunting,
yes,
I would go to Kodiak Island.
Okay.
Where the big ones are.
How big are they?
And I would spot. Those are the biggest brown bears that Alaska basically has to offer.
Okay, good.
And I would spot and stalk with my bow, so that I'd have to be within 30 yards of that sucker when I shoot an arrow at him.
Could you make?
But you bet your ass I'm gonna have a fucking guide behind me with a 450 ready to lay some lead down if that thing decides that the arrow just pissed him off and now he's gonna try to take a chunk out of me before he dies because I've put an arrow through his heart and lungs and everything else. But it's pretty amazing as to how far an animal will go on just sheer will to live.
Oh, tell me about it. I've thought about it because I'm prepared to go, and if I have to go, I know I have to pull somebody's uterus out.
You're taking somebody out with you.
Yeah, I have to go bananas. I have to go somewhere that I don't even think I could come back from.
Right.
I think that after I won the duel, that I would have to live in the woods and eat things that came by.
Grubs and
I would eventually die from my dick wiggling in front of me and it flinched me and I started eating my cock. Sort of a Nickelback thing. You guys friends with Nickelback? You guys love the back? You feel the back?
We've toured with them before.
You've toured with the back?
Yeah.
We've toured with the back.
How's that work out for you?
It's good.
Yeah, it works out. It seems like there's some crossover fans there.
Nice guys?
Yeah.
Man, your sunglasses make you look so sweet. That was a legitimate question you just had right there, just because you're shaped. Nice guys.
That's the only reason.
Oh, his sunglasses.
My sunglasses, yeah.
Gotcha. I'm looking at Mike, and he don't have no sunglasses on, and I don't have any sunglasses on. I feel kind of left out, really.
You have sunglasses on.
I need a pair of extreme.
Pull the trigger.
You do have sunglasses on your.
I know, but these are my sunglasses.
Fucking have at it.
Yeah.
Put some moto goggles on and really fucking lose yourself. Like, no one will know who the fuck you are with these on.
Dude, nobody can rock a crowd without a pair of these on their head.
So what do they do that's electric? What they got a battery in the side of them and they light up?
It's a really cool name.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah.
It's just really a vibe, right?
Do you guys think Nickelback like all the Nickelback songs?
Every single one.
Do you think Nickelback, every time they write a new song, they're like, yeah, can't wait to play that? Or do you think there's an element of people seem to like this crap?
Chad is a songwriting machine.
No,
that's wow. These are
McDonald's are a fucking burger making machine. They ain't whipping out anything too tasty these days.
You might rock those.
No, I think I'm good on the Vegas.
And Vegas.
Oh, that's the one I'm wearing too. The Vegas.
Yeah, we're all wearing them.
Yeah, those are just as.
Oh, we're sweet.
You could look just like this.
Yes.
Yeah, you too can be a member of this sweet ass group that we've got going here.
So all you got to do is send this shit to you guys, and you guys talk about it.
Yeah, I don't even know. Well, it's because I'm used to be a pro skateboarder, so I still have all pro skateboarder connections. Right, and now I'm the number 2 greatest radio person in the world. So now everyone wants.
Well, listen, let me give you these so that you have another awesome.
I already have those.
Awesome pair of awesome.
It's not going to be that easy for you to unload those
sunglasses.
Yeah,
sunglasses.
I have to take them
it's
out.
It's really hard for you to give me those.
You open the box, they're yours.
I have to take them out.
You have to wear them.
All right.
Kimmel tonight.
Here he goes. He's going to do it right now. Look at this fucking crazy bastard. Do it.
Take the chrome hearts.
Look at that. There you go. Look at that.
Look out,
Not
Jimmy
bad,
Kimmel.
dude.
Not that bad.
Not bad.
Didn't really flinch me at all. Looks like you've just slipped into the club.
Whole vibe.
VIP.
Whole vibe has changed.
Your guitarist is a lonely man. Hanging out with your twins.
Don't you have a pair of
Well,
hair?
come on.
Right here. I
Feel
open
the
'em.
fucking vibe already. Hello, Garrett in Utah.
At the first of this interview, I was going to ask you to have him roll up his sleeve and see if the fucking heroin needle was still sticking out of his arm. It was so droned.
Who?
You.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have
Do
to
I have
agree.
to sound like fucking roses are coming out of my ass every second
I
of
don't
the
know.
day?
But until you said something about bow hunting, then you turned my head because I like bow hunting. So you're an all right guy now.
All right.
Right, but before that,
But
you were
before
a
that, I
massive
was fucking- I
cocksucking
was-
junkie.
Yeah,
All you
totally.
need to do is pander individually to every single listener, and you'll be fine.
Right, that's it, you know.
Kill a couple of beasts, next thing you know, you got fans up your ass. That's why I do it all the time.
Or with a compound bow.
I hunt with a stick bow, and I hunt with a compound bow, depending on whether I'm killing a doe or whether I'm killing a buck.
Mostly
Hey, did the
whitetail
stick
or
bow, is that
field.
cowboy and Indian style?
Whitetail, yeah.
Oh, you're a fucking MacGyver. You hit shit with that?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
What, 30 yards?
Yeah, I feel confident in taking one out to 20, but I can shoot one out to 30 if I need to. I just don't like to.
Would you take that Kodiak bear with one of those?
With the stick bow? No, I'm bringing the elite with me for that.
I'm going a massive fucking log. That's how I go.
Right,
Fuck it.
just a big log with a gnarly
I'll take
root
a shield,
ball at the end of it.
more of a Thor. Yeah, I mean, with a big rock on the end of it.
You could take the
I'll
little
take-
spikes off the
I
root
take
ball,
the fucking
sharpen them up real good.
First hit, I take catch with the shield, and then over the top, fucking whap on the fucking top of the head, and then of course immediate
The best
aggro,
thing
he's
is-
gonna jump at me. I've got angles. I'm a professional boxer. I'm angled. As soon as he turns again, he hasn't even. By the time he's turning to see where I went. Oh, again on the side of the head.
Two
Now
hits,
he's
you
on
do it.
fucking Queer Street. So now I've got him on the ropes. Just constant fucking uppercuts with the fucking Thor. Boom! Boom! And then fucking off
Of course
with
you
the
can pull
shield.
that off. I thought you were just gonna battering ram him straight to the stomach.
Shield slash across the jugular because they're going to blade him a shield. And then he's done, pouring blood. Sure, he might have a couple of fucking whacks at me, but he's bleeding to death. Poor bastard, he's gone. I'll be dancing the jig for his last couple of breaths. Someone's going to teach me that before I do.
jig?
Before they perform that.
It's really the only thing missing. You have all the other skills. It's just the jig you need to learn.
That's pretty much what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, you think I can't beat the bear. I'm saying I haven't got my dance yet. 'Cause that thing is fucking dead. I know how to kill a camel too.
I've seen dead camels
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do tell.
in Kuwait when I went over and played for the soldiers.
How was that?
Which part? The dead camel part?
No, they're playing for the soldiers.
The most meaningful and
Seriously, huh?
amazing thing I've ever done.
It's because
It's right up there with having kids. you
As
know
I
what
said
mean?
before, you have a gift, and you should give it to the people that deserve it the most, and that's the people that are fucking fighting for our freedom.
I do.
That worked out good. I want to go, but nobody gives a shit.
You're trying.
I will be famous, and then I will go, and then I will bring joy, as you did.
They don't care about the second most important broadcaster in history of radio?
No.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, it's because they don't know yet.
Oh.
But
Top
on
secret.
paper, I'm already number one. I have the most phone calls in the history of satellite radio.
What'd you say?
Call me.
You saw your mom's got a pretty quick speed dial.
She lives in Australia and she didn't even hear it. So now what are you going to say? Nobody in my family fucking
She
called.
doesn't have the internet in Australia?
No.
Oh,
Even
fuck.
if she did, even if she had the number and she was fucking next door, she wouldn't be able to get through. It's one of those things where
Did you grow up in the middle of nowhere, or were you
Yeah,
in one
yeah,
of the big cities?
I'm just I'm a miracle because there's nobody that has any. My father's a maniac and he was fearless, so I got that. But my mom is a blathering moron, and I don't know. I'm just a genius. I don't know what
Kid
happened.
thinks she isn't listening.
Right?
No, she's not. Look, payback. Her boyfriend tried to give me speed and all these other things. I'm a little bit angry towards her. I love her, but very silly.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Did you
Every now
take
and then.
it?
Huh?
Did you take it?
No.
Oh.
Bit of a pussy when I was 10.
And it's changed how?
Oh no. Well, now if you offer me
You're fighting
speed,
bears with, if you're fighting bears with swords.
there was a middle piece in between 10 and 39 where fuck yeah, I would have hawked the shit out of that thing. But now I'm back to sort of 10-year-old mentality. It's like, hey man, want something to stay awake? And be like, policeman, help me.
You're much better off
I don't
that
do
way.
those drugs.
No, I hear you.
You guys don't do drugs
Just say
anymore,
no. I never did.
right? At all, ever.
Mm-mm.
You did. You're off your fucking chops.
As a teenager, along with pretty much consuming all the alcohol that I could consume, and that stopped pretty much when I was old enough to drink. But as a teenager, I experimented a lot with, LSD and mushrooms and pretty much anything.
I did mushrooms. That's not a drug, is it?
Yeah, I'm with you. No,
it falls into the category.
It's like puberty.
It's not,
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
That's like a fun time.
Yes.
Yeah.
there was
like Smurf
definitely
drugs.
a time where I didn't even care
Exactly.
what it was that you were handing me, and I'd eat it.
Right, you would eat, like, the
or
pills and all
whatever,
that kind of
all
stuff.
that. Yeah, but that was a long time ago.
But you don't do anything now.
I smoke a little. Or a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Megan in Massachusetts.
Uh-oh.
You have a question? No, wait a minute. Lives in Mike's old house.
Oh. She lives in your old house?
Small world.
I guess so.
What's in there? Did you discover anything that we should know about?
I wish. I was just wondering if you guys had written any songs down in the basement there. I know my boyfriend plays guitar down there. I think he looks for inspiration, but I didn't know what your history was with the house. And
They didn't die. They didn't die in there. They're still alive.
Well, I've lived in like 3 houses in my entire life. So in Springfield?
I will say Parker Street. I won't give the number.
Yeah.
Dysfunction was written there.
Yeah, I wrote our. Yeah,
we got
Dysfunction's
picked up by our very first tour bus ever, right there.
Fred
on the
Durst
side of
showed
the
them
house.
his naked genitals
Fred
in that
Durst-
house.
Fred Durst slept in that house.
Naked.
You know who else? Joey C. slept in that house.
Yeah, Joe C.
Remember
from
Joe C?
from Kid Rock.
Kid Rock. Remember Joe C?
Yeah.
He stayed over. He
like
was
that
there,
dude.
yeah. Oh, he's the
Yeah,
best.
he was there. That
was the
house
best.
has a lot of history to it. Yeah, we wrote a lot of songs in that house.
Yep.
There you go.
I know you have a lot of history in Springfield, the Hippodrome, and I know you just did the benefit at Look Park, so it's really cool what you do in the community, and I'm a big fan. I'm just heading home right now on the Mass Pike. It's pouring rain out here.
No.
Oh, beautiful.
Thanks.
Cool,
All right.
thank you.
Thanks for the call. Let's get these phone calls out of the way. Craig in Kentucky. You saw Stained in Kuwait?
Yeah, I saw Stained in Kuwait. I was broke in half. I was coming home on R&R, and it just made it awesome, man. I just want to thank you guys for doing that.
Oh, it was my pleasure, man. I know that it was just a simple mistake, but I was the only one that was over there.
Yeah.
You went by yourself.
But I know that I toured. I know that I toured the hospital at the big base, I spent the whole day. I'd get up in the morning and go to whatever base it was, and go into every shop and every spot where people were working, and just hang out with them for 10 or 15 minutes and take pictures, and make it a much more real experience than just standing somewhere and letting them come and sign an autograph and snap a picture and leave.
Sounds like something you wanted to do. You had this planned out?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
This was fully volunteer. And what I was
Really
supposed
awesome,
to do
dude.
is I was supposed to fly into Kandahar, and that was supposed to be the hub, and I was supposed to get on a Black Hawk helicopter and fly from forward operating base to forward operating base.
Wow.
For like 3 or 4 shows a day for the time that I was over there.
Yeah.
And when that time came that I was supposed to be issued my flak jacket and a helmet and the whole deal,
Yeah.
they shut the whole thing down. They pulled all of the entertainers out of Afghanistan. It was the time frame where they were blowing up all sorts of convoys.
Shit.
And everything got too hot, and we all had to leave.
Man. Heavy shit. What a guy, though. You're a really nice guy.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was awesome, man. Ellis, you should do it if you get the chance.
I will do it.
I'd love to have you over there.
I'm gonna. Somebody said that if I went, I wouldn't be allowed to go because I cuss too much, and that you're not allowed to have somebody as offensive as I am. But I could be a mellow me over there.
You really haven't cussed that much.
Have I?
No. I mean...
Needs to stick around for a while.
Well, I mean, there's an F-bomb here and there, but it's not like...
I talk about dead uteruses and stuff like that sometimes.
Well, that's just gross, but it's okay.
That's how I see it.
The
dude from Korn held a dead uterus in the air. Above his head.
I don't...
And then he made Fred Durst, and Fred Durst made you. Your grandfather held dead uteruses. Wrap your mind around that.
I like Jonathan.
I like Jonathan.
He's my friend.
Look, I just don't get it twisted.
No,
I was not
twisted.
insulting him by holding a dead uterus.
I don't buy it.
I was
though.
paying homage.
Hey, I'll bet you. I'll
Said
bet
it
you it was
sitting
probably
sitting right there
what
to me,
What?
told me
Well, I've
to
been-
my face through the electric
When
sunglasses
he worked-
that
when he
you're
worked
doing
in
right
a-
now.
When he worked in a coroner's office, he did it.
Yep,
Oh,
held
I
the
believe
uterus
that.
in the air.
I believe that.
That's right. Now you do believe that.
Really?
See, I don't lie.
I thought you were trying to say you like did it on stage or something.
I did not.
Ozzy Osbourne-ish
No,
like that.
I did not accuse people of anything that hasn't really happened.
You accused me of laying into Fred and my.
I did
country
not
tune.
accuse you of that. I said that your song sounded a little suspect,
No, that's
and
not
other
how
people
you...
called and said that they agreed.
backpedaling.
Not backpedaling. I want you to like Fred Durst. I
do.
want to like Fred Durst.
I do. You should.
The only thing that makes me suspect is Be Real said that he was a kook, and if your name's Be Real, why the fuck would you lie?
Be Real's another friend of mine.
Good point.
Right, and how does Be Real talk to you about Fred?
Here's the deal. I live in a town of 1,200 people on the complete other side of the country, in the complete polar opposite setting as to what this is where we are. And I come here as little as possible.
Right, so you're really enjoying this interview.
So, no, well, right.
Fair enough.
Over the years, I have to come here. And when I'm here, I usually see Fred. And we've always been cool.
Right.
And there's really ever been an issue, and I don't know what Be Real's history with Fred is. You know,
Why can't we all get along?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I would like to get along with everybody. I don't like hating people. It's far too hard.
I'll sit right here and say that there is nobody that commanded and rocked the stage like Fred does.
And
What about DMX?
And still does to this day.
He does?
We played some shows with those guys in Europe a couple of years back, and it was
Amazing.
Yeah.
Gold Cobra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, a lot of people like Gold Cobra.
A lot of people don't too, but, you know,
got your balance.
Aaron almost punched you in the face just now. You couldn't see it through his electric sunglasses, but I could. A lot of pain inside there. Hello, Billy.
Yeah.
What do you got?
Well, I caught an Aaron Lewis acoustic show about a year ago. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
Well,
And
thank you, bud.
you're welcome. And the one question I had is that I quit smoking 14 months ago for my newborn son, and you smoked the whole show, and I was just wondering if you ever thought about quitting smoking.
Oh, I had. You know, that was what made me fat when about, 3 years ago when I was close to 250 pounds. I had quit for almost 4 years. And things happen in life, and cigarettes call you in very funny ways. And
They do. It's a very, very evil.
Oh, it absolutely. I'm accidentally promoting it, but I'm not, promoting or condoning. It's horrible. It's disgusting. But amazingly enough, when I can smoke on stage, because there are venues that I play that I can't.
Mm-hmm.
When I can smoke on stage, I sing better. I'm funnier. The show is better. Everything about it is better. I don't know necessarily if it's just because of that artificial comfort that the nicotine gives me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but it is proven over a long period of time, having to play some of those shows that I can't smoke on stage.
Yeah.
I guess it just relaxes.
You're
the
willing
whole
to die for
situation.
your craft.
What's that?
You're willing to die for your craft.
I'm willing to kill myself slowly.
I respect that.
And organically.
I respect that. I box and I'm a retired skateboarder, and I box and I try to fight professionally, and I get punched in it all the time, and I'm not going to remember stuff. And I'm starting to go blind because I see flashes in the side of my head. But I say, fuck it. I'm a fucking war machine. I'm looking to smash some fucking heads before I get all old and only smoke weed and play video games. And if I have to if I catch a fucking good one and I don't have a name for the rest of my life, well, just know right before he hit me, I was having a fucking hell of a time.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. I just hung up on your fan. Hello, Jesse.
Yep.
What do you want?
Hey, I had a
Nice.
question, Aaron. Earlier in your career, I listened to the Tormented album.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm wondering kind of where you got that, inspiration to kind of go that route. And I asked that because I listen to heavy metal and I love that sound, but I have noticed how you've grown and all that. Of course, I'm a country boy too. I'm a firefighter. and you know, I kind of get off on the heavy.
Well, you know, I don't know what happened to your cell phone, but I hope you're still listening anyways. It probably sounds better through your radio than it does in your cell phone anyway, so. I can't remember. What was your question again?
You're not high right now at all, are you?
No, not at all. What was his question? You heard it too?
Tormented.
Oh. Well, Tormented lyrically, it came from, you know, the first 26 years of my life, if you will.
You were tormented?
Well,
you don't want to go there.
You're just so difficult and so confrontational.
I don't want to be confrontational. What's wrong with being tormented?
No, I was at the time. It was a fitting name for the record, and that's really where the lyrics of the song came from, and as time has gone, the lyrics have kind of gotten a little less dark, and then on this new record, they're just fucking pissed.
You're pissed again.
It's not. Well, I was soul searching, and it wasn't always angry, but it was heavy. But this, for the most part, this record is just fucking angry, pissed off.
Do you think you're content angry?
Do I think I'm content?
Does it feel good when you're in there?
When I'm angry?
Yeah. You're a happy, sad man.
Unlike you, I don't really feed off of that feeling like there's lightning running through you when you're angry.
What do you feel like when you're angry? There's nothing running through you?
It feels that way, but I don't necessarily like it. You know, it's not. I don't like feeling that way. I'm pretty laid back and easygoing and happy-go-lucky, and we all joke around most of the time. And I'm really not this miserable, angry fuck that everybody has painted me out to be in my career.
I didn't think you were a miserable, angry fuck.
I'm not saying that you did. Did I say that? I'm going to tear this thing. That's what I think.
These fucking sunglasses make it really confusing to do an interview right here. I don't know what's going on in his mind. He doesn't know what's going on in my mind.
The happy-go-lucky guy to my left here is tearing apart the seats in the studio.
It's the shithead chair anyway, go ahead.
Please have that. No, you can't do any worse.
I almost feel like sitting on the fuzzy mushroom that he's sitting on.
Do you want the fuzzy mushroom?
It goes up.
It's actually kind of comfortable.
It goes up and down, Aaron. You've been warned. Dude, you didn't have to bounce.
That was really fucking disturbing.
Yeah, wow. Now you're okay. It's mind games.
I don't know if I've ever seen anyone try to bury a footstool into their ass the way he just did.
He does it all the time.
God, he even grabbed his cheeks and spread them.
That's kind of his signature move.
Nicholas, who is named after Nicholas Shea, named his son Aaron after Aaron. Named his kid after you.
No. It's the brother of Moses that ate the coals instead of reaching for the jewels or whatever that story is.
Moses ate coal?
No, Aaron did.
Aaron ate coal?
Hot coals.
How the fuck? Why would you eat coal? How does it look tasty in any way at all?
That's the story in the
Bible.
Is that in the Bible? I don't know what the fuck to tell you.
You read the Bible. Somebody wrote a story about a guy eating a coal.
I know that my fucking name is biblical. That's all,
how can we believe that? How could you believe that somebody would eat coal? It makes no sense.
And even if you did believe it, who would decide to follow that guy?
Right, I would never.
This changes everything.
No, but it was
Aaron the coal eater.
It was a test.
How did he get a team? It was a test.
Yeah, it was a test
to show his love,
to show
loyalty.
It's something. Yeah, I can't remember. I really didn't read the Bible. I just know that it was a biblical.
Are you loyal?
Huh?
Are you loyal?
To a fault.
I see that. I see that.
To a fault.
I like you better with sunglasses on. It's even more mysterious. I don't know what the fuck. Are you even really who you are?
It's true. You don't want to say anything bad about anybody. You were very loyal.
Huh. Phone call, Nicholas.
Why do you have a heart?
You love him.
Why do you have a heart underneath your eye?
I'm a massive fan of anal. Massive.
That's what that represents?
That's what it is.
That's awesome.
In, out, constantly.
Moses ate the coal. Aaron didn't.
Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Right, so what did you do?
So what did Aaron do?
Aaron, I know that Aaron was like the high priest of the Israelites. Like, like the Ark of the Covenant from Raiders of the Lost Ark?
It was Moses' older brother.
He was like the head of the Ark. He prayed to God through that.
But he didn't eat any coal.
He didn't eat any coal, though. Moses was a stutterer. He had a speech impediment. And
who's the guy that said you're not allowed to fuck anybody in the ass, and then he made everybody die when he called Jesus?
What? Oh, was that Abraham?
Yeah.
Yeah, Abraham.
An asshole. What's wrong with anal? You know?
Oh, that's fucked up.
I mean, it was God's
well, notable personal quality was that he was a peacemaker. His love of peace was proverbial. I'd rather fucking...
He built the golden calf.
You'd rather eat coal?
No, I'd rather... peace is a ridiculous concept.
Would you kill an elephant?
If it didn't cost... Well, here's a little misconception.
Okay.
An elephant.
Yes.
Everywhere pretty much that there's elephants now, it's all reserves.
Right.
So this is an elephant that was getting killed by a poacher for the small amount of money on the black market that it would fetch. That is now costing the hunter that wants to come in and kill it like $100,000 to come and kill an elephant. There was never that value to an elephant before when the poachers were killing them all, and so it's created more revenue and more value and more protection for that elephant than it was before.
Is that great news?
If they didn't protect the elephants, wouldn't they all be gone now?
Yes, absolutely.
So this is a good thing.
It's an amazing thing.
Okay, great.
No, absolutely.
Did you know they're trying to kill rhinos out and making them extinct as well?
They now have hunting trips that you can take to go after a rhino.
We know.
That you use a tranquilizer dart. And the rhino, you still have to creep up on this son of a bitch, and you still have to put your life on the line.
And he just goes sleepies.
And he just goes to sleep.
And then he wakes up.
You get your pictures. You've shot the animal. You get your pictures. You get your, you take the measurements for your, fake, very real looking mount.
Yeah.
If you want to have a mount for it, you get your pictures and you take all your measurements, and the thing wakes up and runs away.
That's a great idea.
So we're basically just turning wild rhinos into Ambien addicts.
And
the only bummer with that
if you really want to kill the animal, it's at least $150,000 to go and do that. Right. Where a poacher would have killed that animal and cut the horn off of it and sold the horn for, $5,000 or something like that on the black market. So they're way more protected. That's the whole thing that most people don't quite understand, is that the hunters care more about the welfare of the animals than the PETA people who are just no because of the principle. And in those animals that we as the hunters manage and create healthy environments for would be starving. They would be getting hit by cars everywhere. They'd be dying. There has to be, we've taken all of the natural predators out of the woods already.
I almost hit a rhino last week.
A rhino, right, yeah.
Fucker ran right out in front of me.
Fuck, you really live right out there, don't you?
He does.
Turtles and rhinos.
Back in Massachusetts, holy shit.
It's like a shark.
He's in Connecticut.
Connecticut rhinos, dude, beware.
If sharks could, publicize how cool it is to be a surfer, it'd be kind of like that. Like, we don't want to eat all of you, but you should all get out there. Every now and then we're a little fucking hungry.
We like seeing you guys every once in a while, otherwise we get bored in the water.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
That's all we're trying to say.
Yeah.
And to finish the whole thing, if that elephant that cost that hunter $100,000, it also feeds the entire village. The thing is completely broken down to absolutely nothing, but what little waste is left, they use.
Who gets the ivory?
They use everything.
Gives you a boner, even though it doesn't even give you a boner.
I think the person that spends the $100,000 on it.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Why can't they buy a car?
Well, it's just, listen, again, you're taking something that people are going to see to seek out to do, and you're, number one, destroying the black market that there was for it, that the animal was basically going to get killed for nothing, which would have still continued going on if there wasn't this value put on this animal.
I'd rather get a rhino addicted to smoking cigarettes and watch it slowly die.
You are a twisted fucker.
Every time I see it, smoking, walking by me, just
I
snickering
should
to
have
myself.
known. I just should have known better than to get serious with you there for a second.
Look, I understand you. Look, I don't want rhinos to die. I don't want elephants to die. But I also think that hunting is I grew up hunting. I don't do it too much anymore now because last time I shot a bunny rabbit, it reminded me of my dog, and I got weird, and that's it. I'm out. I got shook.
And
that's the way it is.
That's cool, though.
But father and
that's
son
fine.
hunting thing, love it. I think it's great I think it's a bonding thing, and you're using the meat, and you use it all, and you're out there. You're not just like, fuck, yeah, death, fuck, woo, that one's dead, let's fucking go find some more shit to kill. I get it. Hunters with respect. I'm into it. And you are a real hunter, because I also know the gun guys, you can still be a real hunter with a gun, but dudes with crossbows and bow and arrows, that's next level.
You can shoot an animal so far away with a gun that there was never any interaction with the animal. You can't do that with a bow. There's full-on interaction. You are pushing the boundaries of their senses. You're exposing yourself to them smelling you or hearing you or seeing you move, and it's so tight quarters that there's been so many times where I've screwed up the situation because the wind changed and hit me in the back of the neck, and instantaneously every animal in front of me is gone. Right. Or it saw me shuffling so I could get a better angle, and is gone. So it really equals out.
That's why the bare sword thing is really. I'm not a suicidal.
Stick and string is pretty bare bones.
That's some shit right there. You mean crack the sword on the shield like, hey, I'm over here. You know what I mean? Maybe take a little bit of acid or something before you go. A couple of shots of whiskey and really fucking lose yourself.
You're definitely painting your face.
Oh, I'm fucking covered in blue paint and I'm screaming a lot of uncalled for things. I'm grabbing rocks off the ground, hit myself in the head with them, psyching myself up. Smell the blood, motherfucker, let's dance! You know what I mean? Like fucking a couple of things with the sword and shit, getting warmed up.
You need to get out of L.A.
A lot of Chris Cornell, Jesus Christ pose kind of things in the woods. Yeah! Really sort of commanding the power of the Grayskull to get this motherfucker down. Everybody wants to talk to you all of a sudden. I don't know why. Maybe you get a whole new album. You gonna be more famous than ever from this thing?
I don't know.
Who gives a shit?
I'll tell you, one thing I couldn't believe is that when Town Line came out, my solo record, that debuted at #1 on the country charts.
Boom. You can do anything. You ever thought of wearing a cape?
I do around the house every once in a while.
Super dad.
My kids dig it.
Respect.
Should have seen me on Christmas morning with my red union suit on. You know, the one with the drop out where the back door, so you can just unbutton 2 snaps. And
I don't understand why people invent that, but yes, I do.
The old-fashioned ones from, back in the cowboy days.
It's like the pee hole in your boxer shorts. I ain't using that
Why?
shit, dude.
What's the point?
Yeah.
Just hook your thumb and just slide it down.
Just get it out. The chances of you getting pee back on in that sleeve, the level of that. I mean, I'm shaking it for the rest of my fucking life. I'm almost 40. There's just a constant little bit of a drop after I pee now. God damn it. Phone calls.
When do you turn 40?
October.
You're a little ahead of me.
I'm older than you?
A little bit.
Son of a bitch.
I'm April.
You sound so much more experienced than me. You know more about life than I do. You're very worldly.
I don't know.
Is it because you're sad and angry? Hello, Dave.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, Dave.
I just got a quick question for you, Aaron. I was just kind of curious how you got hooked up with George Jones and Charlie Daniels for your song Country Boy, which you were just talking about being #1 on the charts.
Well, I was very, very lucky to have James Stroud involved in the recording process, and he helped me produce the record. He really, amazingly, really gave me the reins and allowed me to pretty much do everything. But he's got 137 million records under his belt and 70-something #1 hits and just a ridiculous. Well, he knows people. Yeah. And we had a conversation of who you thinking to come in and do a guest appearance on this song, and with really no nowhere to really, no one set a parameter. So I was like, well, man, it would be really cool if Charlie Daniels could come in and do something on his fiddle or on the guitar or say something or something.
Yeah,
and he thought about it for a second, and he's like, that's a great idea. And he picked up his frickin' cell phone, flipped it open, and with his own finger, from memory, dialed Charlie's number, and had Charlie on the phone and was like, hey, Charlie, what's up? It's Jimmy. We're in the studio, and I got this artist, Aaron Lewis, in here, and he's a big fan, and he would love you to come in and hear this song that he's working on, and if you like it, do something on it. And there was a brief pause, and it was Thursday, 10 o'clock. All right, pal, we'll see you then. And he hung up the phone, and that was how Charlie happened, and that is exactly verbatim how George Jones happened. It's how Chris Young ended up on it, and they came in and they listened to the song and they liked the song and they added their parts.
Boom! Tough acting, thin acting.
I'm glad you didn't say he texted Charlie Daniels, because that would be a little bit depressing.
No.
That doesn't happen.
No, actually, James has one of them old school phones that it's like you got to push 333 for one.
A man's phone.
Yeah,
one that wasn't invented, didn't have anything to do with slavery. You know about that, right?
Whatever.
Old phones, slaves. Maybe you can sing a song about that. Did you just say whatever?
Yeah.
You've had enough, haven't you? I'm not going to say anything. Look. These guys are going to say stuff from now on, or I'm out. So don't even worry about it. Just relax.
Now what do we do?
Fucking Lauren's gonna talk to you and kiss your ass.
I don't really want to talk to him.
Lauren?
Hey guys, how are you?
Yeah.
Hey, Lauren. I thought it was one of these jackasses that I had now talked to.
Can you sound a little more husky, Lauren, before he hangs up on you?
It's terrible. Hi, what's up?
Well, just wanted to call in and say hi. I am a huge fan of Stained and Aaron Lewis. I've actually been to probably every concert you guys have had here in Tampa for the last 5 or 6 years.
That's awesome. We appreciate your commitment to excellence and your dedication.
Oh yeah, I'm very, very much dedicated. Me and my best friend, we go to all the shows. I actually ditched my family this year for New Year's.
Oh, that's
To
horrible.
be able to go to your solo show
With Corey Taylor.
Yes,
Yeah, that was
an
fun.
amazing show. That was a very fun show.
The best was when we started fucking around at the end and doing covers that neither one of us really knew how to play. And
Oh, I know. We were all sitting there, just dying laughing. We had such a great time, and I always love every time you do Rainbow Connection at your solo show.
there's a little Kermit the Frog in everybody.
And she wants Aaron big time, huh?
Oh, stop it.
God damn, contain yourself, lady.
I try. My husband knows.
Well, he's got to feel great about that. I don't feel that bad about it. If my wife was into Aaron, I'd be like, yeah, I get it. You're not the best-looking guy on the face of the planet. But
No,
that's
certainly not.
But you're a manly guy, and you can kill animals with bow and arrows. And that shit's like a bad boy thing.
I guess I'm like kind of a man's man. I'm really not very metro in any way, shape, or form.
Right.
Really kind of care less. And I have hair on the back of my neck where there should be like a cut hairline, and like I could really, my face is as long as my head because I do it all in one big circle when I get around to doing it.
You're a very busy man.
I just
you
don't
have no
care.
time for flair. You just don't care. You live out in the woods.
What number are you all around?
0.
You're a 0?
Yeah.
Gotcha. You just zero it up and just wait for it to come back?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I change spots. I just let it all grow out, and then I'm like, right, that bit's got to go. And then I'm like, nah, that bit's got to go.
And the 0 thing, it's never fully gone. And it kind of starts at that Don Johnson.
Right.
Oh, I zeroed my face this morning. It's bullshit. I know, I'm Crockett.
Hey, that's bullshit, huh?
Well, that can't be 0 because, you definitely have...
It's as low as it goes.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit... No,
No, zero's more like a
0.
like a 0.5.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Dave, wanting to talk politics, which I am fucking very excited to discuss on the Jason Ellis Show. Go ahead and ask a question to Aaron, you shithead.
Ellis, mate.
Yes.
Hey, good interview so far. So, Lewis, I know you're...
So, are you about to ruin the interview?
Yeah.
No, not at all. I just wanted to know, because you are, pretty good activist there, and you do speak out on the current state of the country, which people should, Ellis, because we're in a pretty big shithole. So, you being in liberal LA, are you endorsing anybody right now at all?
Candidate-wise?
Yeah.
No, it's way too early. They need to start talking shop first. They're just they're all kind of playing back and forth right now. We need to get a little further into the process before I start, throwing anything out there. An activist, I'm really not an activist. I just I believe in this country, and I believe in the Constitution, and I believe in the limited powers to the government that it puts forward. And anything that they're doing outside of that is costing us unnecessary money, is putting unnecessary burden on us as taxpayers and as people, and it all needs to go away. It's very, very specific.
Is over there.
Hell yeah. Sounds good to me. Right, Michael, you're the one with the brains in the room.
America.
Oh, yeah?
Pro-America.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
I believe in the Constitution that binds this whole thing together.
That's right.
And I think the faster that we get back to what that Constitution puts forth and how everything is supposed to operate and how our government is supposed to be really, really, really good at 18 things.
Right.
And that's it. And then from there, it's the person that you are, the responsibility that you take for your own life. It all goes back to the person. Instead of all this power being put on the government, they're supposed to be acting on our behalf.
Should we set fire to IKEA?
Oh.
Don't get you started?
No, I just
You got personal beef with IKEA?
No, I don't even really know why you said it, but I felt like that reaction
I think we should go to, I think it should be mama and pup stores. That's what I think. We should go back to that.
I could.
That's what I meant by that.
I thoroughly agree with you on
I think IKEA furniture is crap. I'm a huge not fan whatsoever.
You're unbelievable with those shades on.
Yeah. The Swedish assholes.
Fuck Swedish people. You like Swedish people?
Haven't had much interaction with them. We've only been there a couple times.
Right.
We really haven't been
Did they
there.
appreciate you?
The people that were there.
They sound stupid when they talk, though. You notice that?
No, I didn't notice that.
You didn't know? It's because you weren't listening, because you're above them. Bet you thought about shooting a couple of them, didn't you? Jason, in New York.
Hey, big fan, Jason.
Right on.
Big fan of you too, Stain. You guys, Aaron Lewis and all that. Hey, I was curious if you guys, since you're a big hunter, Aaron, if you'd ever consider hunting with Ted Nugent, or have you ever hunted with Ted Nugent?
I was supposed to with Michael Waddell down in Texas, and it was when pretty much all of Texas was on fire a few years ago, and his flight got screwed up getting in, and my flight got screwed up getting out, and the private plane that ended up taking me out of there ended up going and picking Ted up after they dropped me off. So we were supposed to hunt together, but we've hung out and we've talked, and that we have there's a mutual respect there.
You don't have Sean Penn's cell phone number? Because he could have nipped up there and put those fires out immediately.
Let me tell you something. Sean Penn, for somebody who's made so much money on something that you could only do, with the freedoms that we have and with the way that capitalism is set up, he talks an awful lot of shit towards the other side. And for somebody who's made so much money on a concept, on an idea that is America, should really probably be a little bit more pro-American than he comes off.
Right.
He made money off the concept of America?
Imagine that, huh?
No, totally.
Yeah, you look about as intimidating as you've ever looked in your entire life.
Why do you look so confused right now? I just want to punch you for your confusion.
No,
yeah, do it.
No, he has made a ton of money, basically exporting American movies to other countries. I don't know if that means he made money off.
No, he's a fucking actor.
Right.
What is he really
what about
doing? So he's carved a niche out for himself because capitalism allows you to do that, and he's taken something that is so fucking meaningless as being an actor, and he's made a fucking shitload of money doing it.
Yeah, but he
that
built a
is-
boat and he went to New Orleans and he saved people from their houses drowning.
That's great. That's awesome. That's the charity of one person to another person. That
makes him pretty cool, doesn't it?
Also, very much a big kind of fucking government guy that I think.
Is he,
Unless
Michael?
unless I'm sounding really stupid right now.
Well, first of all, I just want to know what's the distinction between an actor and a musician?
I absolutely value capitalism and
Right.
value what it is that allows me to do something so fucking meaningless
Right.
as being a musician.
I disagree that it's meaningless.
But it's meaningless to the grand scheme of living.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not something that we need. It's not like
Some people need it.
Well, but it's not really truly something that you need, like
food,
food
right.
or
Okay.
shelter, or it's a guilty pleasure, if you will,
Entertainment.
of life. It's entertainment. It's not necessary.
Sure.
But yeah, you bet your ass I value, the system that allowed me to do that, and I talk about it.
I don't know enough about Sean Penn's politics to criticize or
He's a little
or
on the
against.
left.
I know he's a little bit on the left, and I gather
And I'm
you're-
a lot-
I gather
and I'm
you're
a
bit-
lot on the right.
I gather you're a bit on the right. I just wonder why to be on the right is to be pro-American, and to be on the left is to necessarily not be pro-American.
Well, I'm really-
I think it's possible to be a pro-American liberal.
I agree. But at the same time, why is it that something should be taken from one person to be given to somebody else? From someone's hard work and perseverance towards bettering their own life, that they are now somehow responsible, and to the extent of you are forced to give up a larger percent of your money just because you did what you need to do to make more.
Sure.
That,
Especially when you can see how bad the government is at spending other people's money.
They're absolutely horrible.
If the government was able to take people's tax money and then, a certain amount of tax we can agree is reasonable. You're building roads, you have public schools. We agree. Everything on top of that. If the government could take money, all that additional money, and save all the sick, poor babies across the world, then maybe we'd feel a little bit differently about it. But the government tends to do a really, really poor job of even using the tax money that it collects. So in that sense, I agree with you. In the sense that
I think that the private sector can always do things better than a government program. Always.
Right. I think there have been times
across the board
in American history when it's been appropriate for the government to step back, and times when it's been appropriate for the government to step forward.
Raw Dog, you're a hippie. How is Aaron pissing you off?
I think
because what he's saying is because I don't know anything. I'm from Australia. I don't really care about I like tits and explosions. But Raw Dog always seems like a hippie who's always accusing the other side.
I don't want to. I
feel
want
like
to accuse anything.
I think, Aaron, are you saying that your gang is if you make a lot of money, you shouldn't pay any more than anybody else should. You made your money.
When have you ever gotten a job from somebody with no money?
I'm confused.
But think about it. You're taking more from the person that makes more, even though he's the person that creates the jobs, that pay other people. That it's just a big snowball effect that happens when you punish somebody and you take more from them because somehow the government's doing more for that person than he is for this guy over here, when that's bullshit. And the fact of the matter is you have to take it from someone to give it to somebody else.
Right. But some people could afford.
And why is it that? Well, because some people could afford.
All right.
So no, wait a minute. Because because I was successful at what I did when I grew up in a frickin' trailer park and I created something from nothing, that because I went out and I was successful in my life in creating something, I'm now somehow obligated to pay for somebody that chooses to take advantage of a service in a situation that was put there that's not even what it's for. I don't why is it that I have to be responsible for somebody else's irresponsibilities? I don't understand how you libs fucking somehow wrap your fucking head around it in a way that makes you think that it's justified that just because I'm more successful that I should have to now pay for people that choose to do nothing with their life
Your rebuttal,
except
Raw
milk
Dog.
a system.
Raw Dog with a rebuttal.
the problem is not everybody who has money has gotten it through hard work and success, and not everybody who doesn't have money has gotten it through irresponsibility.
Well, what about this one? What about if I win the lottery and then I have to pay the government for half the money that I won? I didn't earn that money. I just won that money.
It's as simple as personal responsibility for your own life.
I'm with it. What does that mean if I'm with Aaron? What am I now?
You're a flip-flopper.
But what's it called though?
It's really simple.
I'm a Republican now.
It's responsibility for. I think that they're all just as responsible for where we're at as one side or the other. It has, But I have noticed. Over the years, I just kind of noticed this yesterday. Anybody that's, I don't want to sound slanderous.
Yeah.
But, I think that everybody realizes how big of a jump it was for us to have a president of color.
Right.
And surprising to the amount of people that are still in that country, in this country, that would offend, that no one has made any attempt on the president's life in any way. And it's because over the years, every single person that was enough of a nut job to either assassinate or attempt to assassinate a president was a left-wing nut job. And our president is now a left-wing nut job. So, of course, there hasn't been any attempts on his life.
What about the guy who shot Lincoln? Was he left-wing?
Probably.
Well, he was an actor. We know that.
That is a good point.
So
chances are really, really good.
The Sean Penn of his day.
I don't want to start a huge.
I do.
All that you'll start by spewing what it is that you're about to spew is that you're just as much of a zombie as the rest of them are. And enjoy your feelings of entitlement. Enjoy your feelings of receiving something that you didn't earn, and go about it. It's all good.
I feel like 90% of people who toe a party line sound like zombies, regardless of what party they belong to.
Look, maybe not the entire party.
That's why I have a hard time, claiming I'm not a Republican.
Right, you're just saying that particular.
I'm a constitutionist. I believe in the Constitution that limits the government. It doesn't give government power. It limits what power they can have.
Which
for
is
our protection. It's for us. It's to protect the people from the monster that the government can become. And somehow they have brainwashed all of us to think that in some way it's the other way around, and the Constitution provides them with all of their power, and that is not it at all.
You with this, Chris?
Mike?
No, Mike, sorry.
Or Chris.
How sweet as you did this morning, sorry.
Wait, can I get the drool off my chin? Hang on a second.
No, you just
Chris
sit there
is
quietly.
falling asleep.
Aaron's very passionate.
Chris is ready to fall asleep and is like, can this conversation please be over?
I don't know, Joe. Why don't you tell me?
Because you've heard him say that.
I think he's aware as to how I feel.
And you would have to be if you've been here for more than one day.
We don't talk politics with each other. That's a bad
religion and politics. I just stay away.
It's bad.
You asked about God.
I'm going to keep talking because I really don't want to hear the fucking nonsense that's going to come out of your mouth.
You haven't actually expressed anything at all so far.
It's perfect.
Basically,
you think I haven't expressed anything at all?
No, I think I haven't.
Oh,
you talked about capitalism and America as if they were the same concept.
Well, capitalism is what America was built on.
I don't think it's that simple at all. I think basically, I think capitalism's done a huge amount for our country, but there are cracks, and one of the cracks are that there's a huge amount of people in our country that, usually through no fault of their own, because there are always problems in the system, don't have the ability to pay for basic human rights, like what I consider healthcare a basic human right. But
you have to ask, you can't just blanket statement it like that. You have to look at each one. There's situations where that person that can't provide for that themselves, like the way that welfare was created. Welfare was created to take care of the wives of the soldiers that died in the war. There was a good intention behind welfare to begin with, and it has become the most abused thing.
But you think, but you think that helping like wives whose husbands have gone away to war is a good thing, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's a government program that's taking money from somebody.
The government is supposed to do military program. It's in the fucking Constitution. That's one of the 18 things.
Right.
They're supposed to take care of our soldiers when they come home. Not just shoo them on their way the way they are right now, because every fucking budget that they could, every penny that they could pull out of the budget that they're supposed to be providing, they yanked. They're supposed to provide for our military.
Right, they are. No, I agree.
Well, we've cut all the budgets so that we can continue providing things that we're not supposed to be providing. Continue, dude. How the fuck can you be okay with illegals coming over the border every day that when they get here, our government is welcoming them with open arms and providing them stuff that we as citizens have to pay for?
That's a trickier thing, and I'm kind of ambivalent about the illegal immigrant situation. I can see both sides of it.
I got a real easy fix to the illegal immigrant one.
Not digging this dude.
You know what's crazy is usually whenever he opens his mouth about this stuff, because as I'm pretty sure you can tell by now, I don't know anything. So he'll blab every now and then, and everybody will call very angry at him. But for some reason, everybody's calling they're angry at you.
Right now they are?
Yeah.
Cool.
Apparently, and I don't know why, because usually when he says stuff, I'm like, and then everyone explains that he's bullshitting, he's not telling it the way it is. But so far, the bit that you're talking about, because I just moved into that bracket where I have to pay a lot more now. Somebody notified me of that, and I was like, well, there's a lot of poor people in the world, so if I can help, then I have to pay extra. Okay. I never really thought about it that much. It's not like I'm going to get out of it.
I make more money.
But you've got a point.
But I do so much on my own. I don't have, the government doesn't have to fucking tell me what the fuck to do with my money.
Right.
I pay for a fucking school to be open. I do all sorts of charity stuff. I consider myself very charitable.
Right.
But nobody's telling me to fucking do that. No one's mandatorily taking my money so that someone else can have it.
Right.
Because you have to take it from somewhere to give it to somebody else.
Matthew, you have a question.
Well, not as much a question. I just want to point some out. I'm kind of a left-leaning libertarian. Actually just got done working a NASCAR race at Atlanta Motor Speedway. So definitely ingrained in Republican culture. And I just think it's outrageous to hear Aaron call the president a nut job, because the Republicans were screaming the same thing about liberals back when Bush was president. Oh, don't disrespect the president. Don't disrespect the president. You can disagree with the president, but it's outrageous to get on a national radio show and call him a nut job, honestly.
Well, you know, I'm not in politics so that I can say things like that and not, you know, not have everybody completely up in arms. Hey, listen, you tell me, since he has taken office, now mind you, he had no record, good or bad, before he took office. He had no record. He's the most inexperienced, most unqualified president we have ever had in the history of the United States.
Since George W. Bush.
So I'm not trying to be all on the George W. Bush bandwagon.
Fair enough. But George W. Bush had a comparable amount of experience. The governor of Texas has very little power. So he owned a baseball team, and then he was the governor in a state where the governor doesn't do much.
Well, but at least he had that.
Well, Obama was a senator.
That in the 23 times that he was present to vote on something, the majority of them he voted present. He didn't even vote a yes or a no.
I just want everyone to know that Aaron is smoking a cigarette, and he is the second person besides Lemmy from Motorhead to do this without
I didn't even think about it. Do you want me to put it on?
And I've made a cheesy little ashtray for you there.
There you go.
I didn't even think about it. It just kind of happened. I was getting all fired up.
Mike over here, who's been insulted because I called him Chris, is just
so listen. Let me finish before I lose my train of thought.
Right.
You know, you tell me what he has done since he took office that gives him any sort of leg to stand on.
He set up a healthcare system.
He got Bin Laden.
Where does it say in the Constitution that they're supposed to provide health care for everyone?
It doesn't say that in the Constitution, but it's still a good thing.
Yeah, look around the rest of the world.
Tim in New
see,
York.
You see how well those countries financially are doing that provide all that stuff because they're realizing that, holy shit, we can't handle the burden of providing something that isn't supposed to be provided.
Stop spreading your Republican bullshit for 2 seconds and let me talk. You've been talking long enough about it. You just give me 30 seconds. Don't interrupt me or hang up on me, Jason, please. Okay, one thing Obama's done, the cash for clunkers brought in more tax and more dollar revenue than the government has ever brought in since the government has existed. 2, he got Osama bin Laden. 3, the man has put together so many things to lay on the table to get money back into the system to help our economy.
Right, because spending more money is how you do that, right?
Just let him. They know if you're going to be insulting, then you're not allowed to say your piece. Just say your piece.
All right, this man has been insulting me this whole ride, talking just bullcrap. Anyways, and the Republicans have blocked everything that he's put on the table. You want to know why? Because they're not making money. They only care about making money. They don't want to pay taxes. But the poor and everybody else have to pay their 33%. I make like 15, 16, maybe 20 grand a year, and I have to pay my 33% when these big billion-dollar fucking Republican assholes who were raised into money, who didn't do anything for it, don't want to pay their 33%.
You're classifying me as a Republican.
I don't care. Just listen.
I'm not a Republican.
Okay, I know. You're a constitutionalist. I heard you. But, you know, it's ridiculous that, you know what they say? They say they're the job makers. We own businesses, so we don't want to pay taxes. That helps us create jobs.
But I agree with you.
Bush has been in office,
I agree with you, though. They've all fucked it up.
The amount of money that they've been paying in taxes has been going down every single year. And the employment has been going down also. So if they're not paying the taxes that they're saying that we don't want to pay it because it's helping us create more jobs, and the jobs are going down, that just means they're pocketing it. This new thing that Obama put out, to get our tax deficit raised, because, well, for one, Bush did it 19 times when he was president. Obama wants to do it once, and Republicans get on his ass because, you know, it's a way for Fox News to make Obama look bad.
Man, if Fred Durst is listening, can he please call in?
If you're a president, there's nothing bad's going to happen. Like, come on, he's a president. All right?
But you can take George Bush's debt and every single president before him's debt and add it all together.
Yeah,
and it doesn't equal what Obama has done.
Well, that's not completely wrong. Because of inflation and a lot of other things.
But hang it up on your
there's also more people alive right now that have ever lived in the history of the earth.
We've also never been this far in debt. We've also never been operating so far outside of our budget. I'm not taking sides. My side is the American fucking person. It's me. It's you. It's the ones who have been getting fucked by this fucking this monster that is so fucking out of control, that is spending so much fucking money and not fixing anything that we couldn't fix better ourselves if you just leave us the fuck alone and fucking leave us with our fucking tax dollars that you're taking and spending on all this fucking bullshit. Get the fucking flat tax from everybody that should be fairly gotten, whether you make $1 million or fucking $12,000, you're still responsible for a flat tax.
What is it about
and
human
cut
history?
Our fucking government completely back to where it's supposed to be, and let's keep moving forward.
What about human history suggests that if left to their own devices, rich people will take care of the poor? Like, when has that ever been the case? Like, the story of humankind is the story of a few rich people and a whole bunch of dying peasants. The story of America to me seems to be the story of a couple of 100 million people being able to do reasonably well, a chicken in every pot. I'm not saying the system isn't desperately fucked. I'm not saying it isn't desperately fucked under Obama and wasn't desperately fucked under George W. Bush, but I don't think 1776 was some utopia.
No, it wasn't, but it was hard, man. And every person that fucking signed that document that gave us what we have, they all fucking died a miserable and persecuted death. Every single one of them. They all died to start this fucking country.
I thought you were going to say they all owned slaves.
That is...
Punch him. I don't mind.
No,
I'll give you full permission.
We all do it. It's like a stress ball.
Here's one question that I would like to know. Jason in Michigan wants to know Aaron's perspective on gay marriage.
I think that by the definition of marriage, it is a union between a man and a woman, and that I have no problem with them having a union, have some sort of union, but I don't necessarily know why it should be called a marriage, because you're trying to change the definition of what that is.
What about when people get married and it's not under the church rules? It's just marriage.
It's
What's
a
the difference
union.
between two guys getting married in Vegas and a couple getting married in Vegas?
I think that it should be allowed. I think that.
So you're for it?
I'm for people being able to do whatever it is that they want to do. That's freedom. If you want to spend your life with the guy that's holding your hand, then so be it.
But you don't think it should be called marriage?
It changes the definition of what that word's definition is.
In a more expansive, good way, right? It's good to change the definition.
I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying that it changes the definition of the word.
Hey, Michael, do Republicans are they not for gay marriage?
They're not. I'm not aware of marriage as a constitutionalist. Is the word marriage even in the Constitution?
I don't know that it is.
I mean, why does it?
It really doesn't mean anything. I'm just making an observation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that that's my. I believe that anybody has the leave me alone.
Mike?
For the most part, I'm more libertarian.
Can I talk to you about gay marriage, or you don't want to be there?
Just let me live my life and leave me to my own.
You play guitar? We'll talk that at the start of the interview. We should have our own friendly conversation while these people kill each other.
Totally. I think that if anybody can sort of sum this whole thing up, I think the problem is that there are a lot of philosophies that would work great in a petri dish. A lot of philosophies that might work well in a petri dish. None of them seem to work particularly well in reality. So that's why we have a system of democracy where everybody who believes a bunch of things can fight it out, and hopefully we come up with a consensus that the union of a bunch of opinions that is our ugly, uneven way of trying to get towards the way we as a group should be operating.
Sure.
Here we have a fan of Aaron who agrees with Aaron. Unless he's lying. Hello, what's your name? Gaydon?
Hello.
Graydon.
Graydon, what's happening, pal?
Not much. That Tim fucker really pissed me off, so I kind of lost what I was going to say, but...
Yeah, he irritated me a little bit, too, but, that's the amazing thing about America, is that you have a right to your opinion.
Yeah. That's right.
In Amsterdam, you can pay somebody to take a shit on stage. So America ain't that fucking good.
Shoot bananas across the room.
You ever seen that? I called the banana in front of everybody. It was really bad.
With your mouth?
Yeah, I was drunk.
But thanks for saying what you said. I mean, it's good to hear that there's actual people out there that look at both sides of it, and right now I'm just so fucking pissed off.
Maybe you could fight a bear with a sword and a shield.
Only you can do that.
I hunt bear with bows, so I'm good. I don't need a sword.
I'll allow a motocross gear in the fight. You're allowed to have motorcycle gear on, a full face helmet.
Oh, see, well, that changes a lot. The helmet itself is really protective, because that bear is going to go after, the back.
He's going to go for the head. So I say the first swipe of a full face helmet, you're not out for the count.
Unless he breaks your neck and just about tears your head off with that one swipe.
Right, well, I don't know if you've seen, you probably don't follow motocross or supercross, but they actually have a neck device that sits underneath the helmet. So a full shot will actually stop your neck from breaking.
See, I'm not a bear expert, but even before, when you're talking about the shield, it seems that even if the claw didn't go through the shield, which is out of wood, you yourself might go flying.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, but and his whole story where he'd sidestep. How are you going to sidestep when the bear's got your head in his mouth?
Yeah, but look, I saw the shot coming. Look, hey, a fucking bear does not swipe faster than I throw a right hand.
Okay.
And I can slip right hands all day. And this dude is like unorthodox. He's never fucking thrown a legitimate punch in his life. As soon as that paw comes, it's like fucking, it's coming, it's, and I'm like, dude, I've seen
No, but he'll
I've seen faster Thai Bo class.
He'll put his front paws up into an apple tree and split the tree right down the middle to get to the apples.
Why would I stand in the front of it up against an apple tree to fight a bear?
Give him a little more credit than that.
I mean, come on. Ronnie in Connecticut, last call.
Hey, a couple questions, or a couple comments. One, you said, shit, what was I going to say?
Marijuana?
We'll do it, and that's awesome. But not every wealthy person is like that, so unless more people are going to be that way, then it doesn't really fucking matter. Second, you said, what does Obama have that's done anything of worth? There's a site out there called What the Fuck Has Obama Done, .org or something like that, and actually it lists tons of laws and things he's passed that's helped the soldiers and the military families that you went to go visit overseas. He's done a lot for them.
And then at the same time, cut the budget.
Hold on one second. And then thirdly, he passed something with the healthcare where I lost my job 2 years ago, and you have
Maybe you're not very good at writing songs.
I know. But,
Maybe you should move to the woods. Chain smoke. I gotta go, dude. Tony Hawk's way more important than all of us. Stained, the album is out today?
No.
Or no?
No.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. So that means we'll play it on New Music Tuesdays that we didn't do today because we got fucking heavy.
Tomorrow.
I mean, Jesus Christ, emotional crap. How the fuck do you deal with this guy?
At the same time, hey, great discussion. I
love
Great
you.
heated discussion.
I don't think the only thing I'd say, neither of us have un-American views. We're just both fighting for the same
I love the
thing.
passion. Not from you, Raw Dog. You were kind of a pussy and you lost big time. But Aaron, you're very passionate and I respect it.
Right, we all want the same things. You just want me to provide them for you.
I can listen to this all day. Well, is that what's the what's your .com blah blah blah? I mean, these guys are big. It doesn't really matter.
Is it Aaron
you don't
Lew-
have a fucking
Aaron
Twitter
Lew
account, do you?
Aaron Lewis Music, Stain.com. Yeah, I
You do?
twat. I twat
fuck
a little
yeah,
bit.
I'm following you for sure. I can't wait to hear you.
I was getting pissed off before you even got here today, just checking out your Twitter.
How is he on there?
It's about the same.
I'm into it. I'm learning. Thanks for being on the show, guys.
My pleasure.
Come back.
We will.
For another debate. Don't die, people.
Catch you guys on the flip side. Ciao.
Try not to die.